I saw a survey the other day surveying marketing agency owners, and they said that the number one challenge facing their agency in 2020 was that they needed more leads. Now, ignoring the obvious irony of that situation, I'm shooting this video to tell you that you're wrong. And I can prove that to you. I can prove it mathematically, and I can prove it through our own track record and those of all the agencies that we've coached and work with. Here's the thing. I'm not going to share in this video the whole agency revenue formula. I've shared that a bunch in other videos. You could totally check it out. Now, the reality of that formula is if you double your number of leads, you will double the size of your agency. But think this through for a second. How much is that going to cost you? Any go to market strategy, and you as marketers know about go to market strategy, any go to market strategy needs capital behind it. It's why most startups that are going to ultimately be successful have some source of funding, either from an external source or the person starting the business has some form of funding on their own. The other thing is, you know that you need money to run a proper funnel. Think about when you have a great budget with one of your clients, the kinds of things that you can do inside of your marketing funnel. You also need time to recoup those fees. As a newer agency, or even an agency that's 2 or 3 or 4 years old, you really don't have much of either in most cases. You don't have a lot of money to be able to run a really successful marketing campaign to the tune of, thousands of dollars per day, or at least thousands of dollars per month. You also likely do not have the time to then recoup those fees. Because think about it, just because you landed a client based on your funnel and brought them in doesn't necessarily mean you're getting that money back right away. If it's a $50,000 client, you're only actually getting whatever you're cash collecting in that first part of the transaction, that first month. So, in essence, your revenue or your bank account could be going down. And yes, you start to get some retainers back in, but you're not replacing the money fast enough to facilitate your growth. So, what is the solution? The solution is to focus on the other two numbers inside of your revenue formula. The first one being, or the second number being that your closing percentage. I've said this many, many times. It comes from outside data. HubSpot has this, Salesforce has a very similar number. The industry average for closing percentage is 11%. It's one of the lowest closing percentages of all industries. Used car salesmen close at a higher percentage than marketing agencies. There's some reasons for that, but we're not going to get into that right now. But the fact is if you double your closing percentage, you can double your agency again, right? But think about it, you're not paying any more money than you are today with whatever you're doing. You're just closing some more business. Now, if that doesn't get you to your goals, think about the next number, which is your average revenue per sale or your monthly reoccurring revenue, however you want to call that. If you double that number, or at least raise it by 50%, you can raise your agency by 50% or double your agency again without spending any additional money. So the reality is you have to focus on your closing percentage and your average revenue per sale or your monthly retainer amount. Now, some of you watching this may go, yeah, but I still don't have enough leads. And for some of you, that could be true, or at least you think it is. Because here again, if you're watching this right now on one of the social networks, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, I don't do TikTok. So wherever you're watching this right now, unless you are the only person on your social media, then chances are you have at least some people that you can talk to generate leads. I'll give you an example. In my own agency, I started from nothing. I didn't really know who to approach. So I talked to some people in my network and asked them what they thought about my offering. I converted those into clients, and within 6 months, we were doing $350,000. My business partner, Doug Foley, has story after story of this. Currently, we coach people on this method of how to go about acquiring clients at a low cost. And our record right now is that somebody closed their first client within 2 hours. Yesterday, Doug had a conversation with somebody who closed 3 new clients in the same day that he described. So, yesterday, after he described our plan for how to go about doing that, you have enough leads. It's how you handle those leads is the real concern. So, listen, if you have some questions about this, if you want to know more about what we're offering or what we're helping with, comment below. Send me a DM. Send Doug Foley a message. However, you'd like to get a hold of us, you can reach us at theapexpath.com. I'll even share this stuff with you for free because I want you to succeed. So, again, let us know how we can help. If you have any questions on this, tell me.